I would like to call for a minute's silence in memory of the late Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, and all friends and colleagues that we have lost since our last annual General Council meeting 2 years ago, including our Managing Director, Graham Harris, a very sad loss, and also in memory of everyone who has died during the pandemic. Our thoughts are with you and their friends and family. I will start the time now. My screen has gone blank, but thank you. I know the council would also wish to pass on its best wishes to all those within the council family who are unwell or facing medical support and help, including Councillor Anita Gaskin. Our thoughts are with you. Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mr. Mayor.
I've just got no picture. Right, I don't know if you could hear right the way through. I'll say this again because I'm not sure my screen was blank. Thank you. I know the council would also wish to pass its best wishes to all those within the council family who are unwell or facing medical support and help, including Councillor Anita Gaskin. Our thoughts are with you. May I have nominations for the election of Mayor of Dartford for 21-22, please?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It gives me great pleasure to nominate Councillor Rosanna Currans.
Is that seconded?
Happy to second, Mr. Mayor.
Are there any further nominations? No. I declare Councillor Rosanna Currans to be duly elected the Worshipful Mayor of Dartford for 21-22.
Woohoo!
I, Councillor Rosanna Marina Currans, having been elected to the office of Mayor for the Borough of Dartford, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it in accordance to the best of my judgment and ability.
Yeah, start video. Yeah, I had to do that while I took them off. Oh. Yeah.
I would like to thank the council and all the councillors for giving me the honour of being able to be Mayor Dartford for the year 2021. Thank you very much. Members, I would like to announce that Mrs. Karina Bailey will be my escort for this year and that I have appointed Reverend Kenneth Clark of St Mary the Virgin Church, Stone, as my personal chaplain. I am pleased to announce that Councillor Paul Cutler will be the Deputy Mayor of Dartford for the coming year. I invite Councillor Cutler to read and sign the Declaration of Acceptance of Office, which will be witnessed by the proper officer.
I, Councillor Paul Cutler, have been elected to the office of Deputy Mayor for the Borough of Dartford, declare that I take that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability.
Deputy Mayor, would you like to announce who is to be your Deputy Mayoress?
That will be my wife, Suzanne Cutler.
Councillor Kite, could I ask you to propose a vote of thanks to the retiring Mayor?
Well, thank you, Madam Mayor. May I be the first to congratulate you on your appointment.
Thank you.
You've had to be extraordinarily patient, and you have been a great support to Roger during this year. And I'm absolutely delighted and thrilled that you're going to take on this office again. And I wish you the very best for your year. And I hope it will be a year which will be one memorable for the fact that you are supporting and encouraging a recovering community. And I know that you're going to do the very best job you can to help that recovery go as quickly as possible and as well as possible. I wrote to some colleagues yesterday saying that what Roger has lost in goodbyes, he has certainly made up for in duration of office. And he has the unusual mark in history now of being a mayor who was appointed for a year and stayed for 2. But as others, I think, said during the course of this year, given the extraordinary circumstances and the hand that's been dealt to Roger, I don't think any of us could have asked him to have done any more in terms of his responsibilities and his good humour and the way in which he has represented this borough through extraordinary and difficult times. I hope Roger won't mind me saying that he is probably the most technically inept person you could possibly have wanted to choose for a period when we were not able to meet in public and had to rely completely on technology. But for that small issue alone, I think he deserves extraordinary credit for the way in which he has overseen his duties via Zoom and via this medium of the internet. He has done us proud, really, and I think these are never easy meetings to chair because you can't see everybody, you can't pick up nuances in the room, and he has done so extraordinarily well, and I'm extraordinarily proud of my friend Roger for the way he has done that. Of course, what he has been unable to do is to go out and meet as many people as a mayor would normally do. And I sincerely hope that Roger will consider an opportunity in the future to come back to this office when situations are different, and he can then enjoy all the splendour and plenty of getting to meet people in Dartford and getting to know the town as mayor. But I do want to say that actually the role he's played has been no small part of the way in which this council has continued to conduct itself well, continue to fulfil its governance. And to him and Stephanie, I simply say, you have done an extraordinary job in these circumstances, absolutely extraordinary. And as I say, I know that if I could think of anyone in the council who would prefer not to be on the internet and not to be communicating via a 1-inch square box on a screen, it would be you. You're gregarious, you're open, and you're a people person. But you've dealt with the hands that have come your way extraordinarily well. And I just want to thank you so much for everything you've done. You've been a tremendous mayor, regardless of circumstances, but in the circumstances, a spectacular one. So thank you very much, Madam Mayor.
Is that seconded?
Happy to second, Madam Mayor. And can I congratulate Roger for representing Dartford residents fantastically well over the years in such circumstances. I wish him and Stephanie all the best for the future, and offer my congratulations to you, Rosanna.
Thank you.
And Paul and Suzanne, and wish you all the very best next 2 years.
Thank you. Is the vote of thanks agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yep.
Thank you. Councillor Perfit, please accept this past mayor's badge in recognition of your extended term of office as mayor with the council's thanks. Can I also say I have enjoyed being your deputy?
Thank you very much, Mayor. I see that it says here I could say a few words. Will that be agreeable with you?
Certainly.
Right. Well, first of all, I thank all the councillors for putting me in this position. I have met a lot of people. I have still met them through the virus, but obviously with the necessary restrictions in place. But this wouldn't have been possible without the support of my wife, Stephanie, Mrs. Margaret Gardner, who filled in for on a couple of occasions, the Reverend Helen Reeves and Rosanna. This wouldn't have been possible without you. You were absolutely wonderful, Deputy Mayor. I would like to thank the secretaries on E-Floor. But above all of that, I would like to thank Alan Twyman, because he sits there, he fills in exactly what I ask him to do. He really puts himself out. I have the pleasure of meeting his mum sometimes on the telephone, which I told him I would mention. And I would like to put on public record before I finish, in the language of where I was brought up in South London, he now owes me a Lady Godiva. Thank you very much.
Are there any declarations of interest that members wish to make?
Madam Mayor.
Are there any apologies for absence?
Yes, Madam Mayor, we have apologies for absence from councillors Brown, Garden and Gaskin.
Are there any further apologies? No. I call upon the Leader of the Council to move that the minutes of the meeting of the General Assembly of the Council budget held on the 1st of March 2021 be confirmed as an accurate record.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm very happy to do so. But before doing so, can I just say that we were all very, very shocked to hear of Councillor Gaskin's illness and her need for treatment. And it was brave of her to explain to her constituents, and the right thing to do. And I just want her and all her friends and colleagues to know that as a council, we stand with her. And if there's anything we can do to make this period go better for her and to support her during this, I know the whole council will throw itself behind that. And we all wish her well and for a very, very speedy recovery. Madam Mayor, I'm very happy to confirm that minutes of the meeting of the GAC budget meeting held on the 1st of March should be confirmed as an accurate record.
Is that seconded?
Seconded.
Happy to second.
Thank you. Members, is that agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Do members note the ongoing appointment of Councillor J.A. Kite, MBE, as Leader of the Council until the May 2023 annual meeting, unless the Leader resigns from office, is no longer a councillor, is removed from office by a council resolution, or is otherwise disqualified by law? And do members note the ongoing appointment of Councillor Chris J. Shipham as the Deputy Leader of the Council until the May 2023 annual meeting, unless he resigns from office, is no longer a councillor, is removed from office by the Leader of the Council, or is otherwise disqualified by law? The appointments are noted. Members, please be advised that for the ensuing year, SN Gosign and Councillor J.K. Grenham will be respectively the Shadow Leader and the Shadow Deputy Leader of the Council from the Labour and Cooperative Party group. Members, please be advised that Councillor S.P. Butterfield and Councillor A.E.D. Barham will be respectively the Leader and Deputy Leader of the Independent Party group. I call upon the Leader of the Council to move that the size of the Cabinet be 7 and that its terms of reference be agreed and set out in Appendix A to the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm happy to do so. But before doing so, I should say one of the problems we have with these meetings when people are reading things is we say things that we wouldn't dream of saying when we're together and talking to each other and we know each other. So can I just say that in terms of the opposition groups, I am delighted that Sasha Gosine and Councillor Kelly Grehan will continue to be serving their party and this council, and also that Councillor Sue Butterfield and Anita Barham will be serving as members of the new independent party group. So very happy to welcome them and to make a pledge to them that we will continue to work as collaboratively and cooperatively as we possibly can, as we've learnt to do during this crisis. Madam Mayor, I'm very happy to move that it be noted that the size of the Cabinet for the ensuing year be 7, and that the terms of reference be agreed as set out in Appendix A to the agenda.
Is that seconded?
Seconded.
Is that agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
In accordance with Section 11(3)(b) of the Local Government Act 2000, I call upon the Leader of the Council to announce the membership of the Cabinet, its portfolios and other lead members.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm very happy to announce that for the period of the year ahead, I shall continue to be leader and serve on the Cabinet alongside Chris Shipham, Anne Allen, Steve Brown, Andy Lloyd, Patsy Thurlow and Richard Wells. They will all be appointed to the Cabinet for the ensuing year, and that I and Councillor Chris Shipham will be the Chairman and Vice Chairman respectively of the Cabinet. And that the portfolios with no decision making will be held by the Cabinet members as set out in Appendix B to this agenda. But I do wish to note an immediate change, which is that in addition to his other responsibilities, responsibility within the Cabinet for the town centre matters will fall now within the remit of the Deputy Leader of the Council specifically. The Cabinet will be supported by the Cabinet Delivery Team lead members as set out in Appendix B.
Is that seconded?
Seconded.
Is that agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
In accordance with the Local Government Act 2000, I call upon the Leader of the Council to establish the Deed, Trust and Obligations Committee and confirm its membership.
Madam Mayor, I'm happy to propose and announce that the Deeds, Trust and Obligations Committee be established under the Local Government Act 2000, and that the appointments as to membership, chairman and vice chairman and the terms of reference be as set out in Appendix C to this agenda.
Is that seconded?
Seconded.
Is that agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Members, please be advised that for the ensuing year, Mrs. Sarah Jane Martin will be Head of Paid Services, Mr. Tim Sands will be Chief Finance Officer, and Mrs. Sherilyn Ann Green will be the Monitoring Office. Mrs. Maria Kelly Stone will assume the Monitoring Office role upon Mrs. Green's retirement. We all wish her a happy retirement when she does retire.
Hear, hear, Madam Mayor.
Yeah, quite right.
I'd like to make a few announcements. First off, our prayers go out to Her Majesty the Queen and all those who have lost a loved one and friends in the past year for whatever reason. My charities for this year will be the Arrow Riding Centre for the Disabled. The centre teaches horse riding up to Paralympic dressage standards for adults and children who attend special needs school in the area. Healthy Living Centre is my second charity. The Healthy Living Centre delivers and facilitates extensive services, activities across the borough by supporting our communities to become stronger and more resilient. And my third charity is Home Start. Home Start is a Dartford-based family support charity providing a service for vulnerable, isolated families with preschool children. Trained volunteers from all backgrounds visit families in their charge, as well as keeping in touch at other times if needed. I've chosen these three charities as they are all based in Dartford and all help residents of Dartford. Thank you. I call upon the Leader of the Council to propose items 15 to 22 for consideration en bloc.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm happy to so propose, but before doing so, again, could I just say that as we come towards the end of this meeting and this very extraordinary way of conducting our ceremonial business in a way which is very unusual for the council and strips away some of those things which are important to the council in terms of tradition, I'd just like to explain that I think what would be appropriate is if in the summer, when we are as a country able to meet more freely, we should have an event of some kind, possibly in Central Park, to which we can actually invite not just councillors and family and friends of those who have been appointed to office tonight and those who have left office tonight, but also extend an invitation to some degree to members of the public of Dartford to come along and be part of this and to see the work that we do and to see this process which can't be done, which has to be done officially tonight in this way. But I think it's important for those people, those members who have taken office tonight or given up office tonight, to have an opportunity to celebrate with their family and friends. And I think by making it as open as possible in the summer, we will have an event which brings everyone together and perhaps also gives us a chance to reflect on those we've lost as well. I think it's important that as a community, we start to come together unashamedly to be aware of what's happened to us in the last 18 months or 14 months. And I think this council should be no different. And so to those people who've taken office tonight and to all members, I do pledge that we shall have a nice opportunity during the summer for us to gather together as real people in real places together to celebrate the fact that we are a united, friendly and effective council. So thank you, Madam Mayor. But I am, of course, happy now to propose that items 15 to 22 be taken for consideration en bloc.
Is that seconded?
Certainly is seconded, yes.
Is it agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
We've now come to the end of the first virtual meeting of the annual council. I would like to thank members and officers for their participation and to thank anyone viewing this meeting on YouTube for watching. I now declare this meeting closed.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, all. Good night.
Good night, young relative.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, all.
Night.
Good night, all.
Good night, Mrs. Mayor.
Thank you. Good night.
Yes, good night, your worship.